Hello everybody. I think today's video is going to be about challenges. Because this morning, my Unreal Engine C++ project broke. It is missing a DLL file. It is in the binaries folder, which I never have touched. So I didn't delete it. But something happened. I don't know if... I feel like this is a reoccurring thing with Unreal Engine, and that's why I've never used it. But the challenge is now restarting the project for a third time and getting back to where I was within a reasonable amount of time. So, challenges are going to be everywhere in life. This is a minor challenge. The challenges are going to be everywhere in life, no matter where you look. That's what life is. Life is one big challenge. You just got to make the best you can out of it. Make life your own. Life is your own adventure. You know? And what I've chosen to do with my life is make video games. Make fun video games. And I'll probably be posting a teaser, because I want to do like a little comparison of MV and XP. I know XP is a big step down, but I'd like to see some of the differences between MV and XP. So that's going to be a challenge, getting used to like how the UI works. If there are some major differences I've seen, but nothing that I can't get used to. One of the other challenges for me is writing DH Great Wars story and getting that completely written within a reasonable amount of time. Writing DH2 story and working on that game. Yeah. I'm so excited. I have been taking the day off because I was just too frustrated to work this morning. I'm like, yeah, of course this happened. I don't know why it happened. Because, like, when I tried to open the project this morning, it said, this file cannot be found. And it was like the UE4editor.cpptechdemo.dll cannot be found. Would you like to rebuild from source? I clicked yes, let it rebuild. It said, cannot be compiled. Please try to rebuild from source manually. And yeah, so I'm thinking tomorrow before the podcast, we will end up being able to fix those issues. And I'm really excited for tomorrow, because tomorrow, podcast day is always exciting. You know, because we get to talk about games for 2 hours, and talk about, we talk about life a lot, too. And that's the thing. I know this video is supposed to be about challenges. There was a challenge coming up with a podcast. There were a few coming up with a name and coming up with what we're going to talk about every week. I was thinking at one point doing where we just talk about consoles specifically, and we can hit go and talk about a few hit games, really. And I know we strayed away from the topic of the video. It's just like the podcast. But again, the challenge for us is coming up with something we're going to talk about for 2 to 2.5 hours every week, and then do whatever we gotta do. So, because I want to research the consoles if I don't know much about them, like the brown box I don't know a whole lot about. I know it was I think it was the first video game console. It was projecting, you had these games on cards where you had like, I don't know, my brain is still tight. I just had a nap here not too long ago, so we do want to talk about the brown box, the Magnavox Odyssey, any Pong machine. But again, what can you say about a Pong machine back in the day? Because a lot of the early consoles after the brown box were game consoles that played some variation of Pong, usually with overlays you'd stick on the TV. So, but in other news for us this week, it's been a good week. It's been really cloudy, so I haven't had much energy to do anything. The weather just takes it the heck out of me. It takes the energy and just sucks it out of me, and it's awful. Plus, my hair's a mess, and it's really dark in here. Sorry for the crappy lighting, but yeah. So the goal for today was to work on the project more. Well, project broke, so now my goal is to fix it. So we'll see you guys later. As always, I'm out.